Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what is going to show up from your past that you will love. Before we begin, I want to quickly remind you that you have an offer from Aura throughout this month, a 7-day free use of the app and a 25% off of the membership. You'll find a link to this offer in the description box. Hope you enjoy this app and that it provides you with tranquility and mental strength. All right, let's get into your reading. And to do this reading, we are going to be picking 3 piles together. I feel this one. So excited about this reading. It just popped in my mind. And so I thought perhaps this is the time to do this reading. It is meant to reach people at the moment. Okay, so let's see what this fun reading is going to show us today. For pile number 1, you have love with the mandala. For pile number 2, you have challenge with opposition. And for pile number 3, you have effort with the builder. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the rose quartz. For pile number 2, you have the Mookaite Jasper. And for pile number 3, you have the Opalite. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, then maybe there are more things popping up from the past that you will love and encounter. And once you're ready, after you've taken a good look at your piles and your crystals, head down to the description box. You'll find the timestamps there. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful rose quartz as well as the card love. Oh, I felt this one. So today we're taking a look at what is going to show up from your past that you will love. So intrigued, cannot wait to get into your reading today and find out what it is going to be about for you. And to do this reading, I've picked up like totally different oracle decks, different oracle decks showing different things, because you never know what we are going to in fact find out. You have 2 from the Chakra deck. So let's find out together what it could be, my dear pile number 1. Genuinely excited. Haven't done a reading like this before. So let's see what this could be. You know, I'm thinking maybe the round card could be here. Would you see it? I don't think you can. So that's not going to work. Right, so you have the voice of the moon. Your reading has this mystical feeling about it, or ethereal feeling about it. I think I'm gonna hold on my thought for now first. What if, no, it's not meant to go there. Okay, you have love again, the second time. Wow. What are the odds? Okay, would this perhaps fit here? No. Okay, nothing for now is fitting here. Voice of the moon. And look, it's echoing like the type of green, the greens and the yellows in this card. Okay. Ah, you have envy here. Would this one fit? I have to stop. Okay, so you have the solar plexus with dissipating. It's interesting that you have envy in this card, because I remember reading about this, and now looking at both, they could be connected somehow. Reading about the story of this woman in the guidebook. Okay, and you have perception with the heart chakra. Boy, do I have an interesting story for you, pile number one. A super interesting story about someone from your past. Let's keep moving. This is definitely going to surprise you. And look, the yellows and the green are continuing. The theme is continuing with us. And thus, the yellow and the green is showing us the heart chakra and the element that we're seeing in the solar plexus card. Okay. And speaking of envy, do you know the color green, as the expression goes, is related to envy? You know, they say green with envy. So, yeah, let's get together what this is going to be about. Oh my. This person may even have green eyes for some of you. I know this may not resonate for everyone. But let's continue and see what this person from the past is. I think the reading has already chosen your cards. So you have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups, I don't read reversals, or I enjoy reading upright more. I have nothing against reversals. Sometimes I enjoy it. But this reading coming up in, this Page of Cups coming in reverse without me noticing to flip the deck, is coming in reverse for a reason. It looks like this is someone you weren't talking to and someone you're gonna be actually talking to. And you have the heart here, do you see? Love, and you have the heart here. This is gonna be an interesting one. You have the 8 of Cups. This is someone one day you walked away from. 9 of Cups. Do we have space for this one? 10 of Cups, wow. So the situation is shifting and turning, taking a steep turn that you're not gonna believe. Okay, you have the Ace of Swords and you have the 5 of Pentacles. Look, pile number 1. This seems to be someone from your very, very past, someone you've one day walked away from. And as you can see, this is someone who was green with envy from you and maybe behaved in ways causing you to leave. The ways aren't really clear in the cards except for the 5 of Pentacles, which kind of shows me that maybe they weren't giving enough. Like there was a lot of things missing in your connection with this person. And so it looks like you have left them. For some of you, I just noticed something. This is why I paused. For some of you, you will be surprised that they park outside of your door. Look, it looks like a car here that's parked or locked. So that's, I know this is very specific, but for some of you, you will find this person parking outside your house. So the reason there were a lot of issues with this person is because they were envious of you, as your reading is showing you. And instead of working on themselves, because I know in this card, having read this card in the guidebook, they're talking of a story of how the canary bird and this woman, who's really talented, by the way, keep talking about creating a script and writing the script and how talented she is, but they keep talking and she never goes around doing it. They watch movies and they critique it, and she believes to be really talented, and they talk about how one day she's going to write a script that trumps any script, but she never goes around to doing it. So this could be a person who, instead of working on themselves, had the potential to do something one day, was very focused on you. And it's crazy because it seems like there was a lot of love between the two of you, but this stood between the two of you and it cut. There was a separation. Looks like someone with the photos on the wall, this is someone who was very dear to you. There's a lot of memories together. And you had to let go of this person, and that's why also the Page of Cups came in reverse. You let go of this person a long time ago, and you left them with a rough message that hurt them. Maybe through your action or through communication. And so with the Five of Pentacles, this is a long time of no contact. Nothing. The Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups have a child, and so there is a rebirth in this situation. You might go, oh no, not again. I don't want to hear anything about this person. But the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups are showing great happiness when this person shows up. Because with perception, it looks like this person has changed a great deal. And they've come in touch with their heart chakra. And they're no longer the same person you know them to be. They have healed a lot of their pains. There is clarity now in their situation, especially when you walked away. It hit them and it hit hard. It stabbed the heart harder than you thought. And through the journey of life, they really they've made some healing. I don't know how. The voice of the moon. Maybe they've listened. So you have ears and a heart. They've listened to the quiet sounds of their heart. The moon, is the unconscious. They finally stopped to listen to their heart, the things they have been avoiding. And so this time, when you are in contact with them, you will experience love. And love is something that you really can't describe. It's an emotion that you feel. Sometimes that you can't put words to it. With the love, the mandala here. This is energy. Love energy that is so strong. You can't put words into it. In fact, you have the rose quartz as well. This is a lot of love going on. Especially that you will love the amount of healing and transformation that this person has gone through. And with the solar plexus, they've finally come along in taking the necessary actions that meant something to them. And with them holding that power, they're able to balance their heart and not having to act in the way that they used to. And so the Ace of Swords is a clear beginning and clear communication. Strong, clear communication. I don't know if this is the mistletoe or not, but it reminds me of the mistletoe. And the mistletoe, you know, people kiss under the mistletoe. And so it really shows some sort of great circumstance bringing you together and causing a reconciliation between the two of you. And so when you see how this person has transformed, especially how they've healed their hearts, and when you hear them out, you're going to be quite surprised with how far they have gone. Not in a million years would you have thought that they would change this much. And it's a new beginning to your connection, because it looks like this person is in an arch wearing a white dress. It reminds me of a wedding, especially that she has flowers. And I think it is saying that you two will be coming together, new chapter of your life, new innocent in an innocent way, in a pure way. You know, the Ten of Cups at the end of the day is a happy family. And so this is a happy connection and feeling very happy together in a way that you would have wished to see this person with the Nine of Cups. What an interesting feeling. It's going to feel so good that you're not going to be able to put it into words. A strong feeling of reminiscing of the old and the memories and what they used to mean to you one day, along with who they have become and what they want to say to you. It's going to be a pretty significant and maybe even intensely beautiful experience. And my dear pile number one, this is exactly what I see in terms of what is going to show up from your past that you will love. And I also just noticed something, you know, do you see these cheeks? I think they're going to tell you things that will make you blush, especially things that they haven't shared with you before, from the heart. They're going to illuminate you with words from the heart that they may not have told you about before. And they will openly express to you their change. It's going to be a significant experience, and you will see a great transformation from their side for sure. My dear pile number one, this is exactly what I see. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. I wish you the best of luck. I think you will be hearing that person out, the voice of the moon. And it shows that a voice that you haven't heard from, a voice out of nowhere that you haven't heard for a very, very long time. It's almost going to feel weird hearing that voice once again. My dear pile number one, this was your reading. I truly wish you the best of luck. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi pile number two, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to, this one moved, to the beautiful Mookaite Jasper, as well as the challenge card. So interesting. I'm really wondering how the challenge is fitting into the reading of this one moved. What is going to show up from your past that you will love, you know? So let's find out how this is going to fit into today's reading. All right, so to do this reading, you've got two cards here. We are going to be exploring 4 different decks. I tried to keep it as diverse as possible so that we're able to find out what this reading is trying to deliver to you. All right, first things first, let's take a look at your oracle card. How interesting. You have the wounded harpy eagle. So we see a wounded eagle, and this harpy eagle is going extinct as well. And we see challenge, this is not looking good. But the intention of the reading is something that you love. So we'll have to be patient and see what it is. One thing I can confirm to you is that it's not going to be something that you hate. Okay, and you have dreams. Wow. Let's see how this is going to fit. You have differences. Okay. And you have courtship. Okay. You also have the solar plexus with prayer. Okay. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards. So, what is going to show up from your past that you will love? And this one as well. My dear pile number 2. Right, let's keep your deck right there and check out your cards. So you have the High Priestess. This is certainly something that you are not expecting to encounter at all. You have the Three of Wands. The Page of Wands. And another page, the Page of Cups. Certainly an energy of turning a new page. And you have the Death card, exactly. A huge transformation here. The Eight of Cups. Walking away maybe from unfinished business because the threads are attached to the cups. All the cards that I'm keeping up are showing like something new. 10 of Pentacles, wow. And then the Judgment. Finally transcending and rising above it. So what am I seeing? I am seeing that this is a challenge that in your past used to scare the living daylights out of you. Is that a bad word? Please let me know if I just said something bad. It used to scare you so much. And it was such a huge challenge to you that you would only daydream and pray, only in your dreams, that you're able to overcome this challenge and fight this person or fight this situation so easily. But at the time, with the differences here, you felt that you didn't have what it took to be able to oppose a challenge like that. And so out of the blue, with the High Priestess, this situation is showing up in your life again. But this time, with the Three of Wands is getting straight into it, like dealing with it right away. You'll find yourself naturally dancing, like naturally facing it. So much so that once you deal with it, you're going to stop and think, whoa, haven't I changed? You're going to realize just how much you have grown and transformed into the person you once prayed to be. Dealing with a situation that almost felt with the extinction here, it gives me the energy of feeling like it's almost impossible to find it, or it's almost impossible to deal with it. In such a natural way that with all of the growth that you have done and the things that you have gone through and the person you have become, it's going to hit you with the Death card and the 2 pages that you have, in fact, with the zebra, crossed to the other side. And you've become that person that one day you have been greatly praying for. And you will have found that you were always this wounded eagle. Someone who was strong but just didn't know. And someone who just needed a little bit of healing. Because now that you were faced with this situation out of the blue, not labeling it in the way that you used to label it, you've dealt with it so naturally. And it's really gonna stop you in awe at just how much you have grown and transformed. And it will be this situation that will show you the fruits of your labor and the fruits of your work, and how you are dealing with it, just like dancing, so naturally, with the rhythm of life, not going outside of your comfort zone, not doing something that feels unnatural to you, to who you are. You've learned to dance, meaning you've learned to do it in your way, that you didn't have to become someone else or something else outside of yourself to do it, but you've learned to dance with it, to have your character and your personality and who you are, as well as what is necessary to deal with the situation. Because in the past, maybe you have walked away from this opposition or from this situation, but not entirely with the strings attached. Meaning that in order to have truly ended this chapter, you would have had to show yourself that you genuinely transcended from it with the Judgment card. You have grown out of it so that you are not praying for it or being afraid or threatened that it would hit you again in life. Not being attached to the situation means you've grown so much and you're not afraid of the situation. If it comes back to you, you are ready to oppose it. And this situation, you will not only love, but you will feel so happy, because you are going to feel that you've mastered and you have taken over a situation that used to feel impossible. And so with the Ten of Pentacles, it feels like you got the world. The Ten of Pentacles is not just wealth. It's fully materializing something. You are going to feel like you own the world at this point. Like you've materialized everything that you've wanted to be one day. With the solar plexus, that power that you wanted to be. You thought this power was outside of you. But this shows that this power was always within. And it required just a little bit of healing for you to become that eagle that you always were. My dear pile number 2. And this situation arising now from the past and you dealing with it so naturally is going to bring a message to your subconscious mind that was always a piece of cake. And that now you have nothing to worry about and nothing to daydream about, because you have become that person. And if you see a gecko or a lizard, or what is it called? Salamander. So gecko, lizard, salamander, these will be the signs that you will see that growth happening soon. But even with these signs, it's going to come in such a way with the High Priestess that is seamless, and you will be acting back. And only then when you have acted will you have realized just, whoa, have I grown? You no longer need to ever dream about it, as your inner child one day has been dreaming about it. So shall we get some clues about what the situation is? I see cracks in a window, and so it just shows that it never was about who you were. It was always about how your perception of the situation was. And so has your perception changed? Yes. Your perceptions over the years has changed a lot, and you've done it in a way that suits your thoughts. Perhaps one of the things that was preventing you to go through this opposition is you may have had values that were against it. So we are asking, in what area of life is this opposition going to be in? Because now that the High Priestess has shown us that even if you know about it, it will still come in a seamless way, I think we are allowed in that case to explore what this area is. King of Swords, the Devil card, truth versus the value here. Definitely you saw this as something that was against your values, and you value honesty and integrity a lot, making it difficult here. At least that's how you saw it in the past, creating some sort of illusion that kept you stuck. You have the Knight of Cups, but from afar, you really loved the results. And so you were stuck here. With the Devil card, the stuck is just self-inflicted stuck. No one can keep you stuck but your thoughts. And so you've adjusted your thoughts over the years with regards to something. Seven of Wands. You stopped accepting something. You stopped allowing something and accepting something that you may have been accepting before. With the illusion, maybe you thought it was scarier than it was. Two of Swords. And finally, the Two of Pentacles. Wishy-washy, the twos. You were hesitant. You were a tiger that couldn't see who they were. You were an eagle. Do you see that? Who didn't know who they were. Had to heal to be able to fly. And so you're standing in your power now. And there is no more wishy-washy energy. Should I do this? Should I not do that? Because the hesitation makes you fall. You are firmly in your power now, saying no, not allowing this. And you do not see it now as against your values. That's the dance, perhaps, where you are able to do the right thing with your own values. Maybe you didn't want to do it in the way others were doing it, but you've learned with the dance here to do it in the way that you believe it should be done. But nonetheless, now you're able to get these results and you're not allowing it because you've done it in your way. And so you've released yourself from the ties of the illusion of you having to do things in a way that you didn't believe in. There's no more wishy-washy energy that, because obviously with opposition here, you can't be hesitant. You've got to be firm on your ground and you've got to know what to say or do. Could this be like an old bully or something that used to scare you? Perhaps. Or maybe a specific situation. It doesn't have to be everything in life. A specific situation. And now you've learned to deal with it. You've learned to say no. You've learned not to accept it from the beginning. Not to deal with it when it happens, but to have the appropriate boundaries to prevent it from the first place, making it super easy for you to deal with it. And now you have learned and you've seen who you are. And so you've stepped into your power. You now understand how strong you are. And so there's no longer any wishy-washy energy any longer. And you can see things clearly. You're not afraid to use your power, is what I would say I'm seeing in your reading. An eagle who's found out who they are. An eagle who has healed and is sitting in their throne. And with that type of energy, nothing can take you off guard again. And I'm not surprised why. you're dealing with it seamlessly without even thinking about it. It's become, I don't want to say it's become your true nature. You've healed and became who you were originally are. And my dear pile number 2, this is the type of energy that is going to show up from your past that you will love. You will love who you have become. It will remind you of the effort and the journey you have gone through to become you and to heal into your power. This is your reading, my dear pile number 2. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. Congratulations for all of this effort and for becoming the strong person who you were always meant to be. You are a true eagle and you've stepped into your power. Congratulations. And this was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful Opalite and the card Effort with the keyword the builder. Oh, looks like you've got 2. And today we're taking a look at what is going to show up from your past that you will love. Cannot wait to get into your reading. So excited. So far the piles have been giving me 2 different ideas. So interesting. So I'm wondering what your pile is going to be about. All right. I've chosen different oracle cards so that we can freely explore that energy, so that it can express itself freely in today's reading. Okay. Let's find out what this energy is. So you have snake encircles the moon. And you have, you are a multitude. How interesting. Okay. Look at that, 42, 52. The number 2 is very present in your reading. And you could have been seeing a lot of 2s lately, showing you that this situation is about to pop up. So let's explore what that is. You have contentment. How lovely. Okay. And you can see they're knitting something. And they're using the key to separate the ball from the thread, okay? So that they're able to knit comfortably. And you have dreams. This popped up in pile number 2. Also, you have a lot of 2s. So if you were drawn to pile number 2, in that case, I highly recommend it. Right. You also have courtship. That's, no. That was pile 1 and that was pile number 2. So whatever, of course, you're drawn to. Oh my, that fell. Okay, I got it. So it looks like it's significant that it fell. Maybe something that you were building fell because you're knitting here, or the card is knitting here, and you were trying to build something that you were dreaming of, and it got hit. It seems to me like it got hit energetically, like you don't know why it got hit. So you have the root chakra with insecurity here. Let's further explore. We'll get your tarot cards and find out more about this situation or this energy. Okay. Oh, looks like we've got 3 cards here. So what is going to show up from your past that you will love? What is your reading trying to show us today? 1, 2, and 3. Let's keep it right there. And I'm so intrigued to check the guidebook for multitude. I mean, the snake encircling the moon gives me the impression that something is coming full circle. Okay, completion of something. You are a multitude is really intriguing my curiosity. So you have the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Chariot, the Six of Cups, the Four of Wands. Wow. Oh, this is so cool. Six of Cups and Four of Wands. And you have the Temperance card. Wow. Look. You are going to be celebrating a milestone with the Four of Wands with regards to something from the very, very past with the Six of Cups. In that case, your reading is saying that this is an effort that you have been doing from the very past. And some of you, this is a joint effort you have done with someone with the Three of Pentacles and this joint effort here. Maybe you are a multitude in that case. Sorry. This is something that's showing up to several of you. Something that you and others have worked on, got hit, perhaps you put into the past. Because you have courtship here. You definitely here. The reading is definitely talking about something that you have tried to build with others. Maybe you've tried to do something great for your community. Maybe you were trying to build a project with someone. Maybe you were trying to invest in something with someone in your very past. And at some point, for no reason that you can see, because of the moon here, maybe something happened energetically. Maybe this is trying to say that it wasn't the right time for this to happen. But it's certainly something you have hoped and dreamed for a long time. Something that in the past meant so much to you and you just had to let it go because it wasn't working. And so you had to split from this without knowing what the future is going to hold with the Two of Swords. And so your reading is saying that something that you've worked hard, I think you can see it by now, from the past, that didn't come in full circle, is going to come in full circle to you and to those that were either working with you or those who were in your situation as well, or to those and the community that you were doing it for. Take it, of course, how it resonates. And so, very soon, especially if you've been seeing 222, something that was halted in the past will start coming back to you. It's a swing. It's like you don't know why it left and you don't know why it came back. But it's coming with a Chariot. It's certainly coming towards you. And you are going to be so happy that it started working. And you will have no explanation because it was all energetic at the end of the day. Why it stopped and energetic in terms of why it came back. And so this effort that you put into this once in your past was never lost and was only supposed to reappear in the right time. And so that's what's showing up from the past. Isn't this amazing? Okay, so now we understand that this is happening to a lot of you. Like, for example, let's say all of the people who were trying to build charities in this type of field, they all had to stop because maybe something was happening at the time. And now everyone that you applied is able to get the license. Something like that. Something that you have built. Maybe you've built like a website in the past and all of a sudden now you're getting attraction towards it. And you're like, hey, do you still have that? We love that. Oh my God. And you're going to wake up surprised and go, oh my God, people are asking about my art, or they're asking about my creation all of a sudden. And it's just gonna work. You're not gonna understand what happened there. You know, you put it to the side for a long time, you've hibernated, you let it go, and it's just gonna wake up. So if you haven't figured out yet where this lies in your life, oh, it turned out to be a deeper reading than I thought. Okay, so we're asking in what area of your life this is. And let's take this one as well. Again, if you've been seeing 222, this has definitely been energetically showing you of what, letting you know of what's to come. It's the energetic synchronicity of this event happening. So you have the Empress in an area of your life where you're really creative. I mean, it can't be at this point clear, because I see knitting, I see building. It's something that you have been putting your creativity into, your work into, trying to birth, trying to do and create. A great idea that you've been working on. You might have an idea and go, right, how is that going to work? This reading is probably not talking about this, but really it may be. Because the starfish archetype, which I see here, is an artist. And so it's something that you're truly talented at. This is the Page of Cups. Again, an artist. Something that you're really good at expressing yourself with or doing. Ooh la la. Oh my God. You're going to unleash your art, your talent. Maybe this was a field you were trying to get into before. You tried so hard, they didn't take you. You couldn't get in, and now you're easily getting in. Something like that. Look at the moon, and you have an eye here in the moon. The moon is what you couldn't see. And you're going to start seeing result in an area that felt so far away. Look, this is definitely happening, because your cards, the synchronicity in your cards is really awestrucking. And so this is something you've left in the past. You're going to start seeing it again. The Ace of Cups. Do you see that? At this point, it's, oh my God. At this point, it is the card speaking to us. The Ace of the Ace of Cups is a new beginning that you love. In an area that you love. So this is not really like I've invested in some stocks and they are going to give back to me. Although please take it how it resonates. It truly might be. If this is what you love and you're passionate about, right? If this is what you're going to make your heart flutter, and you were so talented in terms of picking the right stocks, then this is definitely in alignment with that. But what I mean here is that for most of you listening, this is something that you're talented at, that you would love to do, that you tried to create it into your life, it didn't work, and it's just going to work automatically, just like a swing. It left without reason, and it's going to come now without reason. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. Sorry, the stranger in this deck is the Knight of Pentacles. And so this shows that... No, wait, I was going to say something, but no. This is actually talking about the energy, not you. And I see. How is this going to surprise you? Do you see this Knight of Pentacles has these wings. I mean, they are, what's the word for it? Like a bit ruined, but they're still functioning, showing the fortitude of this Knight of Pentacles. And they're even carrying all these flowers with the birds. And so this gives me an idea that it's going to show you how adamant this energy was meant to reach you. Although it reached you slowly with the Knight of Pentacles, but it was adamant about reaching you. And so you'll be really surprised once this shows up again, because it's going to feel like a key message to you that you're meant to do this, with it arriving so adamantly back to your doorstep. And so this turned out to be a really deep reading for you, my dear pile number 3. What's about to show up from your past is something that you were so passionate about, something you loved so much that you had to lose at some point, and maybe even broke your heart, but is coming back around in your life so strongly that it's going to surprise you at how the universe is showing you straight in your face, looking at you in the eye, and you have the eye here as well, letting you know that it's yours, that you're meant to do this. It's looking at you. The universe is looking at you, telling you, yes, I'm speaking to you. You were always supposed to do this. It's yours, just only in the right time. And I think it's really going to be touching your heart greatly, this message. If you've been seeing synchronicities lately a lot, especially 222, this is a message for you, my dear pile number 3. You will be beginning something that you love, that you're talented in, naturally talented in, you've built in the past, didn't work, you had to pause, and now you're going to be completing it. And you will love the fact that you get to do this again. And it involves some people. Maybe you'll be finding your team again. Maybe you'll be building a new team to do it. Or maybe you'll be reconnecting with the old team. Who knows? But it definitely has to do with people around you as well. And my dear pile number 3, this was your reading. I truly wish you the best of luck with this. Like I said, again, this turned out to be way deeper. Obviously, you were meant to hear this message. It hit me, like I said in the intro. This topic hit me. I thought it was going to be a fun reading, to take a look at maybe a person that you're going to meet in the past, or that's significant, of course, but I mean, like, you're going to go to a place that you used to go in the past and you'll be pleasantly surprised. No, for you, this turned to be way deeper than I thought this reading was going to go. So I wish you the best of luck with that. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear, beautiful pile number 3, all the best of luck with that. I know I said it a lot, but I really, truly wish you the best of luck with that. This is a significant reading. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.